Hi everybody and welcome. Today we're going to go through another proof example here to give us one more resource to look at while we're studying for our upcoming test. And as a general note here, again, we're just going over one example today. You'll have a few more to practice, but if you're not feeling 100% on proofs, my advice to you at this point would be to, again, make sure your notes with all of your theorems and postulates are full and ready to access for your assessment, and to just try to do some more examples. Honestly, the more that you do, the better off you're going to be. So let's start off with this example here. So we have two given statements. So we're saying that our angle here and our angle here are supplementary. So we see that, and right away we know that we need to put that in as a given statement. And then second, we're told that the measure of angle 2 equals 145 degrees. Okay, that's second given statement. Let's make sure that we also include this given statement in our proof. And our goal is to get to our final statement, which is the measure of the first angle equals 35 degrees. Now, we don't know that yet, but we're trying to logically prove step by step that angle 1 equals 35 degrees. So let's look at what we're given and see if we can do anything, if there's any definitions or anything that just lends naturally to where we are. So let's take a look at our first given statement. So 1 and 2 are supplementary. So we know from the definition of supplementary that means that they are equal to, in total, 180 degrees. So that is a new piece of information, is that while we are told they are supplementary, we can say that we know that means that if we combine them, that they are both, the measure of both of them is going to equal 180 degrees. So we'll write that down as the definition of supplementary. Next, let's see what we can do with this. So we're trying to get to just the measure of angle 1. So we don't need angle 2 in there. So let's see what we can do with this angle 2. Is there any information that we have in this proof about the measure of angle 2 that would help us get it out of there? Well, if we look, the measure of angle 2 equals 145 degrees. So we can take those two and we can switch them. So we're going to rewrite the measure of angle 1. We're going to rewrite equals 180 degrees. And the only thing that we're going to change is we're going to swap out our measure of angle 2 with, in green, 145 degrees. And we swap something out, so we call that substitution property. And now we're one step away. So we need to have just angle 1 equaling 35, and we have this 145, so we need to get that out of that size. What we would do here, I'll put this in a different color, is we are subtracting 145 from both sides. When we do that, we're just left with 35 on the right and the measure of angle 1 on the left. So we're going to call that the subtraction property. So if we look at our table here, things that we've seen before, let me open this up again, apologies for that. Things that we have seen before in class. So in our table, we have the substitution property. In our tables, we have the subtraction property. So this is, the bottom one is, if we're not sure where that came from, I'll write it in the edge here. This is from the 3.1 notes, and then substitution should be from 3.1 and 3.2 notes. Definition of supplementary is not from our notes. That's just a definition that we have. So again, this is just a normal definition. And we know for sure, given is always our first few steps. However many statements we are given, we always put those down first. So again, a little bit of practice needed here, but we're in good shape. If you have any questions, let me or Mrs. Gossett know, and we are 100% here to help. But good luck studying. Remember, get as many practice examples in as you possibly can.